Hey team, and welcome to episode 4 of my marathon training series. Thanks for watching, and today's all about my strength and mobility training and how I use it to perform for the marathon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Leg swings are super important in my book. By increasing my range of motion, I'm enabling the maximum amount of muscle contraction to be activated. And by doing that, it means more power output, more strength, and overall, a much better stride length. As you can see, over time, I increase my range, making sure that I'm warming up to a very consistent movement. Working both frontwards and backwards, and across my body, works all the muscles and ligaments throughout my hip joint. People neglect hip mobility in general, specifically with running. Now, by opening up my joints here and getting into a nice squat position, I'm enabling my full range of motion in the pocket. It also makes sure that my hip and my knee joints are really attentive to what's about to occur. Air squats are known for their strength building, particularly for your body weight. In this case, I use them to help warm up my muscle throughout a contraction. Single leg lunges are vital because not only are they in the same plane of motion you run in, but also they wake up this stabilization around your ankle, your knee, and your hips. As you can see, I'm pushing off through my heel and doing so with quite a bit of power. This is really important, and often we neglect power when it comes to long distance running. But believe it or not, there's still a little bit of that explosive energy we require when doing our long distance runs. By doing this movement, I'm making sure that my muscles and my brain are learning to work together smoothly. Finding a step or a chair to kind of work on in this position, this allows me to get full range of motion, explosive power, and strength again in that linear plane of motion. Naturally, you're going to be rising with your knees throughout your run movement. By working through the activation in this position, your first strike is through your glutes, activating them, and also then extending through your hamstrings. Coordination is massive when it comes to running. By doing these agility ladder-like drills, I'm making sure my brain is alert and cognitive with what's about to take place. So by doing this as well, I'm focused, I'm allowing all the muscles to relate to the brain and send messages to and from each other more efficiently. This is less about the movement, more about the brain and muscle connection. A more progressive lunge effort is a walking lunge, making sure to strike through the heel and come up explosively. This is working the strength element, the coordination element, the stabilization element, and of course, that nice range of motion with the full length of muscle contraction. Again, this is super important for when you're running long distances. You need to enable your body to learn what it's like under loads. By doing a high amount of reps, you're enduring it and getting prepared for what is about to come. This is a pretty unique movement. I'm technically doing half a squat and a deadlift. By dropping my butt down, I'm lengthening the hamstrings and also using the glutes at the same time. This makes sure they're both activated efficiently and working through what is called a posterior chain, or the back part of your body which has the muscles contained. And in doing so, I'm warmed up, I'm strengthening, and I'm working through a particular muscle group that is definitely used efficiently and quite a lot throughout a marathon. What you're looking to do is make sure your butt drops down, not all the way, just to above your knees, but you're leaning back into a position where you can really feel your hamstrings firing. So we've worked through a lot of the frontal plane motion. Now it's to work through the side plane of motion as well. This will make sure that we don't neglect the muscles and stabilizers that keep us running in a straight line and with a lot of efficiency. So side lunges both increase the range of motion on our inside of our legs or our adductors, but you're also working the glutes and the single leg strike force patterns throughout our heels on our individual legs. As always, before you kick off for your run, make sure your body feels like it is at its full range of motion. Stretch it out, get a little bit of extra activity going, and you're raring to go. One of the pieces of equipment I've taken everywhere in the past 2.5 months, even when I've traveled, is my speed rope. This is fantastic for a cardio burn, but also from a strengthening perspective, my calves and the lower part of my legs have been able to endure the load that is going to be required throughout this journey. By doing skipping, this enables all your calf muscles and all the stabilization joints along with your hamstrings and some of your quads to endure some of the actual exercise and actions that are going to be taking place. Thanks for watching episode 4, my friends. As you can see, there's a lot that's been going into this training program because tomorrow is the big day. I just want to say thank you for following along the whole way and asking the questions that you have, and give me the support that you have as well. So I'm running on behalf of MDA, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, so get behind them in their amazing cause, and stay tuned, because I'll let you see what happens tomorrow in the next episode. Thanks again, guys, really appreciate it. See you later, bye.